Hello, I'm Thomas Carruthers.
I'm Will Leggetter.
And it's time for something a little bit different. Now, running concurrently to our every Thursday film episode with a few bonus episodes thrown your way, bloody hell, we are going to be breaking down a TV show. So then and again, you'll have a season pop-up, a special pop-up in your inbox or whatever you call it. What do you call it? Subscriber hole?
Yeah, we'll call it that from now
on. Yeah. And then after this, we're done with this TV series. We're going to then do a Twitter poll. Very fancy. To decide the next TV series. But anyway, enough about that. We've got 5 seasons of this one first, and that show is what, Will?
Inside number 9.
What an incredible piece of television. So, elevator pitch, you've got Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton, who I think, without a shadow of a doubt, are 2 of our creative legends, comedic legends, writing legends, acting legends.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, you've obviously got League of Gentlemen, you've got Psychoville. I love both of those shows. I do think Inside Number 9 is their crowning achievement. I think we're going to rank episodes, but I can say, I got very excited and I just ranked all 5 seasons. And I'm looking at my 5 bottom spaces on each ranking, and not one of them is really bad. Not one of them.
There is not a bad episode.
Yeah. Some, as we will get to, some are less good.
Yeah.
But even the worst would be impeccable television on a lesser show. It's like Godfather Part 3. I mean, Godfather Part 3 is a bad example because that you could say that that's actually a bad film. But there is great stretches in that film, and Pacino does a great performance. It just so happens that the first 2 films in the series happen to be 2 of the greatest films ever made. So it's, at a disadvantage. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to break it down. I'm going to say my 6. Will's going to say his 6. If my 6 is Will's 2 or even 1, then we're going to call that a punt. And we'll wait until we reach it on Will's list. So my number 6 is... I should say this now. It's a very good format. It's a format from the Top 10 show with John Roker and Matt Nost. Very good. I'll pop up the logo there. It's just a very good format. And so we're going to just steal it. And then I was thinking, should we come up with a rank ourselves of the whole season?
What? Our own Carruthers, Leggetter, and whoever ranking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, then.
And then that can be like the Harvard sourcing. That can be what people go off in the future.
Yes, on our Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Becky's next job on social media, to do a Wikipedia page? Okay, then. So, if we'll keep going with top 10, if we have a show in the same thing, in the same slots, that gets locked in straight away. And then afterwards, we've done the ranking, we will then debate about what we're going to get in order. And then, I mean, quite tough to rank all 31 episodes. 31 episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, why not?
Got nothing better to do.
Yes, this is painfully true. So, my number 6 is The Harrowing.
My number 6 is The Harrowing.
Oh, so we've got a lock in straight away.
Straight in there.
I think I could very easily say that The Harrowing is my least favourite of all Inside Number 9s.
Really?
I think the twist it's not cheap, but it sort of comes out of nowhere. I don't think it balances tone as well as the other ones. I think it's rather comedic and darkly comedic, and then the final 30 seconds are absolutely horrifying and terrifying. And I think that in itself is a good twist, of that you're thinking, oh, it's going to be a goofy monster or whatever, and then it's absolutely terrifying creature.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if it pays off well.
I think it's just a missed opportunity, really, to do a scary episode, which they redeem themselves. We'll talk about the Halloween special, I'm sure, at a later episode. But I know you don't like people saying this, but I think this is an example where in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, nothing really happens.
No. I don't like when people say that in movies. It's a very specific My Family thing. Not with Zoe Wanamaker and
show my
not with Zoe Wanamaker and who we will get to in season 5.
We sure will.
who may win. Well, in the middle of each episode, we've got 5 categories which we're going to knock down: best guest star, best overall cast, best Steve performance, best Reese performance, and best hidden hair.
Oof.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't see him. I need to find a way to... Oh.
There we go. See, I was expecting that to be hidden already, and you were going, oh, where is it? But I think in the future, when we do these episodes, let's put the hair in a different place each time, and let's have.
But where's it going to be? This is my one spot.
You'll have to prop it up on a chair or something to make things interesting. But it could be an interactive thing. Where's the hair? And people can message us.
There. It's right there. Yes, for people who don't know the show, every episode is a different story. I should have said this at the start, really. Every episode is a different story. The only links they are all written by Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton. Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton star in them all in different roles, apart from in season 1, where we'll get to that. But, and they're all different stories, usually with a twist in the tail. You could say Twilight Zone. You could say Hammer House of Horror. You could say Tales of the Unexpected. It's that sort of anthology series. Obviously, common links, dark comedy. Everyone, even the scariest of episodes, have their lighter comedic moments. And I think if we were going to pick our favourite genre, we'd probably both say black comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I think you can tell, I mean, if anyone's come across anything that me and Tom have done, you could definitely say we're influenced heavily by Reece and Steve.
I went to see, we both did, separately. You were in Leeds, I was at London at the time, and we both went to see, obviously, League of Gentlemen live. And I was with the lighting designer for one of our shows called The Hitler Carol, which from the title alone you can presume is darkly comedic. And during the interval with a nice pint of cider, because I missed the first bar order because I was getting Jeremy Dyson's autograph, and so I missed the first order.
Were you the only one? Did no one else know who he was?
Well,
was he just there on his own?
He was. This is the thing. He was there, and he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming." And I think he was with friends. And then I told you this, didn't I? I was behind a guy, and I said, "That looks like Peter Capaldi." Forgetting I'm in bloody London, and so he might be. I'm not in Leeds Playhouse anymore, where he just is a guy who looks like Peter Capaldi, and it was Peter Capaldi. And then I saw.
Oh, fantastic!
Sorry, well, I know I didn't. It's not fantastic. I didn't say it to him. Did I?
Yeah, but you saw it. That's
yeah.
cool.
And he was with David Tennant.
No, he wasn't, was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Why didn't you say?
Not when I saw him at the bar, but on Twitter the morning after.
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute, it was Peter Capaldi. The Harrowing. So basically, in the first season, they thought that it was quite a vainglorious idea for them to both star in every episode. And so in this season, The Harrowing, you get just Steve, and Last Gasp, you get just, I tell a lie, you get just Reese in The Harrowing, and in The Last Gasp, you get just Steve. And you know who said to them, it's better if you, I like you to both be in them.
Who?
Jonathan Ross.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. I mean, it's true. Even if it's just a 20 seconds cameo.
Yeah, in
you just go, oh, it's Steve.
Having to hold.
Yeah.
Nice little, just one scene. One little scene. It's nice. It's nice.
It's nice.
Very nice. So, The Harrowing, yeah. Helen McCaury, very nice in it as a spooky old matron.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it's a lot of build up to nothing, really.
Yeah. It's just a shame. But the last 10 minutes is terrifying. Partly because of the special effects, the whole premise, but it's also it's just immoral. It's torture.
It hits the dark comedic tone perfectly when he comes in with the guitar and he's singing
that's my favourite part of the episode. Yeah,
that's great. And if it was all as it is in that last 10 minutes, then I think it works well. You've got the fake cat, but you've got this goth woman.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. How did they do the cat? How did they do the cat? How did they do the cat?
I don't think the ginger girl does a very good job herself.
She's fine.
Yeah.
But
again,
they don't.
Fine.
She didn't have much to play with.
No.
Didn't have much to.
This is very true.
But we're not blaming Stephen Reese for that. They're pure.
Yeah. Oh no, they were finding their footing. This is season 1.
They were. They sure were.
And I think 5 out of 6 incredible episodes and 1 fine episode is okay by me. And when I say incredible, I would say 2 of these are masterpieces of their genre.
I think we've got the same top 2. I hope we do.
No, we don't. I can tell you that for now.
Do we not? Oh, no.
Number 5, I have The Last Gasp.
As do I.
This is going well.
Would have been, ask me, 2 months ago? This would have been probably my least favourite Inside Number 9 episode of all time. Yeah. Not anymore, though. It's another airplane scenario. I just never got into it because I think I started Inside Number 9 Series 3 when there were some pretty strong episodes. And then because that's when they started doing genred, sort of, they tried to do a different style all the time, play around with it. It's as
if they got a bit more of a budget as well.
Yeah.
And we then you look back this with looking at I think it was season 3 and season 4. It was as if, like, because you look at season 3 and the budgets on a few of them must be, it felt like a grander budget to season 4.
Yeah.
And I felt that if you mixed up a few of those episodes, it might be a more even balance. But looking at them now, it's just, you wouldn't change a thing. Back to, sorry, your hatred that's
Yeah.
changed.
I just felt cheated in a way that it wasn't as big of a shock. I came into it thinking, oh wow, every episode's going to be a massive twist at the end, and that's what I'm waiting for. But they play around with the whole premise of the show really in this one, and it's more of a
it's the problem, isn't it? It's Shyamalan had it. By the time he got to first two films have twists.
Yeah.
Now you're the twist guy. It's like Stephen King. He really wanted to write after Carrie a drama because he was he didn't want to get lumped in as the horror guy. But obviously, then comes Salem's Lot, and you don't get until different seasons. I believe was his first straight novel, and that in itself was a series of novellas. And so Sardines opens with a big twist. Quinite Inn, big most of the episodes have a big twist, and I think it's astounding in actuality that most of them are very, very good twists.
Yeah,
and that you don't really guess them. I mean, you guess a few. I've guessed a couple.
Yeah, probably in the later series, but there's some where I really like the episodes where you think it's that twist, and then they start making you think it's that, and then it's not that, but then it was, and they start playing around with that.
It's very good stuff.
It's very good stuff. I like it.
They're impeccably written. But more about The Last Gasp. I really, really like The Last Gasp. I really like David Badella in it as some sort of Michael Bublé guy. Yeah, he might be. Well, I don't want to give anything away. I've seen David Badella live. He was in. He played Roger Debris in the Jason Manford Producers that I went to go see, and he was very good with Ross Noble in it as well as Franz Liebkind. Very good. He has a few where they're talking about his music, and it's like the rap album. Is that when he tried rapping? I think also Tamsin Greig is really good in this episode.
She could be in anything for me. I love her. I love her.
I'm not as big a Friday Night Dinner fan as you. I wouldn't say I'm a fan at all, actually. But I'd say she's probably my favourite part. I think she's the least insufferable of the characters. The two kids can't stand them. The dad can be annoying. Jim is too stupid.
But it started off as this show that was a bit different. But then once it started, again, it's fan following. I think it's just become fan service, which I usually hate, but I just love it because I am one of the fans.
You're a fan.
And I want Jim to be more crazy each time. It's great. But no, she's just done 12th Night at the National.
Well, she didn't just do it 5 years ago.
It's just been shown on YouTube.
Did you watch it?
I didn't.
I'm not a Shakespeare guy.
I love my Shakespeare, but
not enough to watch it.
I watched Frankenstein though.
Yeah, what do you think?
Excellent.
Which one?
I preferred when Humperdinck Bandersnatch was Frankenstein's creator.
Oh. Also known as just Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's creator. You've got it wrong. It's the creature's creator, Victor Frankenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer when he's Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he.
I haven't watched this. I haven't watched the other one yet. I don't think I could sit through it twice. I didn't think it was like exceptional enough for me to watch twice. But alas, I think Steve does a great job in this episode. I think it's just I think it's a very nice little character study. And you've got the mother who eventually is like, "Oh, this was supposed to be my moment." Bloody hell! What's the singer called?
Frankie
Parsons.
Parsons, that's it.
Frankie Parsons in my home. This was supposed to be my moment. And then you've got the how many when she says how many birthdays do I have left?
Oh, Frankie.
Yeah, it's a very good episode. And then one day in your life.
But also the song as well. They rhyme something with someone touching your face. It's just a really bad song. It's great.
It's good stuff. Good shit. Don't know what that was. Yeah, Frankie J. Parsons, Tamsin Greig as Sally, and Sophie Thompson as Jan. So, number 4. You take this one. What have you got at 4?
Oh, number 4, I have... I might rearrange it now. I don't know.
Go with your instincts, Will. Go with your instincts.
This was the hardest one for me. Right. Okay. Number 4, The Understudy.
Wrong. Well, not wrong. I've got The Understudy at... Yeah, I've got it a bit higher. So we'll wait on The Understudy. I've got Tom and Jerry at 4.
Okay.
Where do you have Tom and Jerry?
3.
All right, let's talk about Tom and Jerry. Really nice episode. This was probably my last gasp, where on a first watch, I wasn't a huge fan. But on a rewatch, yeah, really, really, really understatedly good twist.
I think, yeah, you have to... It took me a few watches to understand the twist because it can be a bit confusing, but it's one of those where you need to rewatch because the whole idea is it's a physical representation of depression. And I think it's one of the best versions of doing that I've seen done.
Oh, that's true, yeah. No, it is very good. Very true. Yeah, I think it's, you can't beat a nice little... I like a nice setup of, he's on top, he's on bottom, they're going this way.
Hey.
You can't, it's just nice, a nice half an hour.
Yeah.
I think Gemma Arterton's very lovely in it as Jerry.
Do you?
Oh, do you not like Gemma Arterton?
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I think she's really nice. I think she's lovely. I like when he goes, when Tom goes, oh, are you annoyed because he stole your idea? When he's on about living off her. Oh, and he's dead, and she's dead. I like Conleth Hill. I saw him in I Was Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Conleth Hill is my favourite part of that episode, Stevie.
Body shot bounce. Body shot bounce. We know you came back too soon. Very good. Yeah, this was one I never guessed. Very well handled. Because you think, oh, Jerry's a ghost. But you don't think it's going to be a twist because you think it's too obvious. So you just think that's just what the story is.
It's just in his head, yeah.
So
but then it's...
if he's completely real, did he meet Charles Bukowski? Or did he just...
I don't know.
My dad, when he watched this, he didn't know that Charles Bukowski was a real person, so he thought he'd guessed the twist straight away, and he was like, he's Charles Bukowski. I was like, well, no, Charles Bukowski's a real person. He was very dead.
I like the... because it sets it up to think, oh, okay, he's real. And then all of this starts happening, and you think, oh, no, you know what? He's imagining a friend or something like that. Someone comes in, and they're like, there is no Nick. What's this about? Then they come in, and then he's behind the door, and it's like, oh. So it's as if he's hiding, and no one else thinks he's real. But then it swaps it. It does that twice again at the end of the episode.
Very, very well handled. Is the ponytail a good look? No.
It's a great look.
Ponytails. Name somebody who's looked good in a ponytail. That's a man. Women in ponytails. Great stuff. Oh, didn't mean to slam that down. So furious.
I forgot his name. Constantine. The guy who played Jekyll and Dr. Jekyll on Broadway. He pulled off a...
David Hasselhoff.
Oh. Oh, he did have a ponytail though, didn't he, David? Yeah, David Hasselhoff.
That's how they do the whole
It is.
tell who's different. They do the classic Gwyneth Paltrow in Sliding Doors trick where the first decision she makes is a different haircut so that you can tell which timeline is which. No, Tom and Jerry, very good episode. Yeah, firmly my fourth, I think. I think these Harrowing's definitely 6. My 1's definitely 1. I find that, and then I think my 2 is definitely my 2. I think 3, 4, 5 for me. Last Gasp, Jerry, and what's my 3 is a bit of a jumble. It's a bit of a jumble. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're all firmly 7 out of 10s.
With number 1 being 11
out of 10.
Yeah.
We've not got the same number 1, I don't think.
Have we not? Oh. Okay.
I don't think we have the same number 1. From what I've heard of you talking about this show before, I don't think we have the same number 1. Unless you've changed your mind on a rewatch, but we'll find out. So, my 4 was Tom and Jerry. What was your 4?
Understudy.
Understudy. Let's talk about the understudy now.
Let's do
Understudy is my number 2.
Okay.
This is my number 2. I think, again, it's the best. It's a great twist. Again, I think you don't see it coming. Again, I think every supporting character is flawless. Rosie Cavallaro, what's her name? Juliet Davis, pardon me, not Juliet Stevenson, is excellent. I think, what's her name? Laura, Lindsay Marshall.
Lindsay Marshall, yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
And you've got another rise and fall. And I think, when he comes in
a literal fall.
Yeah, and he comes in his wheelchair.
Oh.
Stephanie Cole was right. My Lady Anne.
It's great. We'll get back to that.
Stephanie
that
Cole.
may be coming up later. No, Steve in his wheelchair. I won't jump to it yet, but it's one of my favourite parts of the series.
I'm very confused.
You'll have to wait.
He's not in a wheelchair. Are you talking about a scene where he's immobile in a chair?
Yes.
Oh no, he's not immobile in the chair. Oh no, he's pretending to be immobile in the chair. Riddle of the Sphinx, everybody. Wait a few weeks and we'll get to it. Yes, I like. Yeah, he's half pissed. It's just I think this might be either my favourite Steve. Yeah. Well, we'll get to best Steve.
I think the reason I put it as 4, partly because of the blood. It's not because I don't like it. It's not because I don't like blood. I'm fine with blood. I'm not. But I think it's just a bit tacky. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think the shots of her, like, when you go into the shower, they're fine, but it's just like the dripping down the screen.
It's a step too far.
It's the one where it comes down his head.
Yeah. I find this often, actually, with a lot of these episodes. They always take a step too, with a lot of Inside Number 9 episodes. They take a CGI step too far. Bernie Clifton's dressing room, he doesn't need to disappear.
Doesn't need to fade. They do that again, don't they, in season 6?
Yeah, that's another example. Thinking out loud, you don't need them all there to fade away again.
Both directed by Steve, I think. That must be his thing.
Bernie Clifton's not.
Is it not?
Steve directed Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah.
Steve Andrews directed Cold Comfort and Nana's Party. I believe it was Guillem Morales. Season 4. Benny Clifford's dressing room was directed by Graham Harper.
Hello, Graham.
Hello, Graham. That's your new catchphrase. So now we're in the middle. So let's hit up our categories. So, Will, do you want to take us on best overall cast?
Best overall cast for me is Sardines.
Yeah, it's Sardines.
Yeah,
I think it's we might fall into a trap on best cast by picking just the biggest cast each time. But also...
But that's how, if you're going to shove a load of great names into one episode,
into one wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the best cast. And they all have something to do. And they're all very, very good at it.
Yeah.
And, name after name. And even the ones who aren't big names do a great job. Do an impeccable job. Best guest star. Do you want to take us again?
Tim Key.
Not as smelly teeth, pardon me, as he's Pip, isn't he? His
Pip.
real name's Pip.
Spoilers.
Oh.
I think Tim Key is
Ian.
impeccable in that
Ian
episode.
Pip.
I think he's
great,
the best guest star of the whole series. I'll talk more about him when we do Sardines.
I think same episode. I mean, you can't beat Catherine Parkinson. You can't beat Jen. IT Crowd. Catherine Parkinson, what a wonderful. So again, saw her live in a play. Home I'm Darling by Laura Wade. Lovely night at the theatre. Very nice play. She's great in that episode. I also like most of mine would be in Sardines. I very much like Anne Reid as Geronimo. Well, she's not called that, but she's called Geraldine.
Are you Matt Smith?
Have you seen the movie where she has it off with Daniel Craig?
No. What is this?
It's called like The Widower. No, it's called The Mother.
That's even worse.
Oh no, it's not a son. A woman has a passionate affair with a man half her age who is also sleeping with her daughter. So it's a pseudo graduate.
Yeah.
And he's like a painter. I haven't seen it. It looks good. I mean, it's written by the guy who wrote My Beautiful Laundrette, and My Beautiful Laundrette, famously quite bad. I mean, not famously bad. Everybody likes it. It's directed by Roger Mitchell, who's done a lot of good. Did you watch that? The Lost Honor of Christopher Jeffries? I bet you did. I bet you thought that was great. Oh, that just seems like the sort of like TV show. He directed Notting Hill. I directed a few Bowie videos. So The Mother. But we're not talking about The Mother. We're talking about Anne Reid. Also great in the episode, Anna Chancellor as Elizabeth. Maybe gets the second best line of Just Fingers. Best... Yeah, it's Sardines. Best guest, I secretly want to give it to David Badella for
his outstanding performance.
One day in your life.
The reason why I haven't given it to him is because of his very, very bad death.
I think he does all right. I like...
He's got a great second death, but the first time round...
Conleth Hill as Stevie, again.
Yeah, that was my honourable mention.
Yeah. And Julia Davis does a great job as Felicity Butch. Not rather stereotypical, but very good. Best hidden hair.
You'll have to talk. Should we talk through them all?
They don't get very creative. They don't get very creative this season. Sardines, it's just by the bed.
Yeah.
Understudy, it's just on the on his dressing room table.
Dressing table. Yeah.
Quiet Night In. It's just on. It's on the mantle in her room, isn't it? His room. But we don't know. But anyway, Tom and Jerry, it's just on the ledge. There's a lot of it's just on the ledge. They don't get very creative in this. By the time, the annoying thing is that I'd say the best placements are in season 4, and yet season 4 has to go to Tempting Fate.
It does.
By default. However, season 5 does have... I like it when they have to get more creative with it. So I think, and I'm just going to say this now, we're not going to award Best Hair this week.
Oh, travesty.
I know, it's terrible. Best Steve performance.
For me, it's the understudy. When he comes back after he's paralysed, and it's that awkward pause he does, but he's just like slowly moving his mouth, and he's looking up with his eyes.
Who knew there was so much about the EU? I'm doing audiobooks.
That one scene is great.
Yeah, I'd say the understudy. Best Reese.
I want to say Tom and Jerry, or his character in Sardines.
Yeah, that's mine. It's Stu, yeah. Cinderella's in Wakefield. Well, you know what I say. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's mellow, you let it yellow. If it's yellow, let it mellow. She's afraid of snakes. You've got that, haven't you? Yes, it's very good. Anybody got any poppers and Lou? It's like Cinderella's in Wakefield. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. I don't want... Before we call Jeremy Kyle... Every line is flawless. We'll get to Sardines, but I think it's a crowning achievement of the show to blow my opinion early. Fine then, let's get to it. My number 3 is, I think, your number 1. It's A Quiet Night In.
That's my number 2.
Oh, good. You've changed your opinion then.
I have.
Oh, this is wonderful news. It's great stuff. A Quiet Night In. And I think, in all honesty, it's gone up in my estimations after a rewatch. I think if we did this without rewatching them, I don't know if it's down at 4 or 5 or...
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, probably not. It's still number 3. But I think watching it again, I think with a new audience, with my mum and my dad, and not sat next to somebody who thought it was the worst episode of the show and just didn't laugh at all. I think that just gives a different experience.
Really?
Yeah, and you get swabbed in, you get sort of washed in, and well, these aren't phrases. Washed over, Christ, there we are, and swept up, Jesus Christ, and it's just hilarious. And again,
it's
another
brilliant.
great twist with the
great twist
with the shooting. Also,
I think the best twist of it is when he takes the wig off. That's the best. And he's under the bed on top of the bed.
To grab the
blow up sex doll, and then it's slightly letting air out.
And also for you classical music fans out there, in the first half of the episode, they are playing Rachmaninoff's something, which was not in a copyright case, but was a big musical influence for Without You, which is played in the second half. So if you listen again to that piece in the first, you can hear a lot of the melody and build of Without You.
I like that a lot.
It's very good. And it's great stuff. Wolf of Wall Street. What was I talking about? We were talking about A Quiet In. A Quiet Night In, I find it very weird watching the first 3 minutes now, because I'm always looking for a spooky old woman in the background of the shot.
One of the most terrifying things they've ever done, that shot. Oof. I can't imagine what you did when you watched it live.
I was terrified. I had my lights all turned off, and I had my lights all turned off because I thought, oh, it might be a bit spooky, but I'll be all cozy. And it was Halloween, so I was in the mood. That woman showed up, lights on. I checked my bathroom because my bathroom door was shut. I checked my closet. I don't know why I'm pointing to things here. I wasn't here. And I was absolutely terrified. Yeah. But it was still great. Good stuff. But we're not there yet. That's season 5.
Ages away.
We're going to lump it into season 5 just to be clean, as the DVD does. Right then. Well, this is wonderful news. Number 1, without a shadow of a doubt for me, is sardines. And I think we disagree on this though. I think it's the greatest episode of the entire series.
Yes, we do disagree on that.
Yeah.
But I'd put it in my top 5.
Yeah. Flawless television. It's one of the most flawless half hours of creative media of all time. It's hilarious. It's stunningly acted. It's perfectly written. It's impeccably directed. It is one of the most flawless and most perfect half hours in any film, in any TV show, in any media I have ever seen and of all time. What do you think?
I also enjoy the episode. It's great. It pulls up all the emotions. I think the twist is, although you may see it coming for the last 5 minutes, it's very well done. I think the best twist of all is the dad. The whole story behind the twist.
Yeah.
That's harrowing.
Am I just stupid? I never got Stinky John.
In what way?
I just thought he was Stinky John. I never understood that he was Stinky John because he was obviously afraid of bathing himself.
Yeah.
Like, it was traumatic and PTSD.
Yeah.
It just always slipped past my mind, and I don't know how. Like, I'm the guy who's like, oh, I notice all of this shit, and I didn't notice Stinky John at all.
Yeah, no, it's PTSD from what he witnessed. Yeah.
I can smell carbolic soap.
Do you like a mint?
I actually pass them around.
A Pete.
Pass them around. I love mints. Also, does a mint in the mouth actually alleviate anything other than bad breath? It's not going to alleviate his BO, it's body odor. It's because he's not washing and his hair's all greasy.
Mints are a laxative.
Well, that's not going to help, is it?
That's
going to make things a lot worse. Especially when they get locked in at the end. No way out there. No way out there. No way out there. I'll just keep saying it. Yeah, no, sardines, I think it's for me, it's without a shadow of a doubt the best episode they've ever made. I think it's a great one out the gate. This is your first episode.
To open with that.
I was listening to a podcast series they did for season 5, and they were talking a lot about the balance of like curating 6 episodes, and they talked a bit like quickly about it, but they were like, yeah, we had a funny one, a dark one, and all that, but when you look at these rosters, you can see that balance so perfectly, because you get sardines into Quiet Night In, into Tom and Jerry, into The Last Gasp, into The Understudy, into The Harrowing. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what you're going to get in an episode. In the middle of every episode, you don't know what's next.
Yeah.
This is why it's their crowning achievement. I love League of Gentlemen. I think some of those episodes, some of those plot threads, some of those strands, you know, if I'm not listening to the audio commentary, then I will skip a few scenes. There are a few sketches and characters for me that just don't work.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I find myself often rewatching League of Gentlemen with the audio commentaries more than I do actually watching them normally. And I can't explain that.
Do I have to purchase a DVD to watch audio commentary?
Yeah. Get a bloody DVD. It's about £1 on Amazon. They've been around since 1990. Pissing two.
How much is delivery though? I'm not paying for delivery.
Delivery my ass. Jesus Christ. When's your birthday?
2nd of March.
All right.
Yeah, it's not for a while.
There you go. You've missed out.
Yeah.
But I'm on your Christmas list.
All right. Okay.
I'm not going to force you. You can just buy them. I don't know. Leave it to you're in the quarantine anyway. Pardon me again. I'm a bloody animal. Rawr. That's IT crowd. That's the workouting, isn't it? Down in my lair. Not that I'm some sort of animal, or am I? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Great stuff. Great stuff. Right then, well.
It's Crash.
It's Crash. You're kind of one there, and the other one there. Oh no. Right, let's do some fighting. Let's do some fighting talk.
Let's do this.
Right. Number 6, Harrowing. Number 5, Last Gasp. Number 4, I've got Tom and Jerry. What did you have at number 4?
The Understudy.
Where did you have Tom and Jerry?
3.
Right. I'll give you... Right, Sardines is locked in at number 1. I'll give you Quiet Night in number 2. If we do Understudy number 3, Tom and Jerry number 4.
Go on then. That was a fight, wasn't it? As I said beforehand, that those two were the hardest choice, and I nearly changed my mind halfway through the episode. But
was that the struggle?
Yeah, that's for me. I originally thought Last Gasp and Harrowing was going to be the hardest choice, but after a rewatch, it was just clear. But I think Tom and Jerry Understudy. That was for me the hardest decision.
Well, here we are. We have our ranking. Now, how are we going to rank all 31?
That's the thing, because we'd have to do it. Would we rank every single individual episode and then rank each season?
Oh, no. Because this is going to be a problem when we get to Mad Men, which we will get to. Because that's 81 episodes. I think we're better off just sticking within the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ranking seasons.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice idea. We can do that in the finale of each one.
And then in the layout, we can have the ranking in each individual season as a ranking, but then the rankings, rank.
And ranking Bob Fosse's mistress.
Rankly, I don't. Riverdance, give a damn. It's Alan Partridge.
Very good stuff. Right then, here we go. Number 6, season 1, inside number 9. Number 6, The Harrowing. Number 5, The Last Gasp. Number 4, Tom and Jerry. Number 3, The Understudy. Number 2, Quiet Night In. Number 1, Sardines. Great stuff. William, it's been a pleasure. We've got, our next episode is a musical mishmash. Well, it's West Side Story.
It's West Side Story.
We've already recorded it. It's West Side Story, but there are long stretches where we sort of tangent and just get all of the musicals discussion out of us. So get excited for that, you listeners, you rapscallions. This has been season 1 of Inside Number 9, season 2 coming soon. I've been Thomas Carruthers.
I've also been Will Leggetter.
Like, every time you're like, I'm going to make it funny, but I'm not going to figure out beforehand how I'm going to make it funny. And then when it comes to recording, I'm just going to do a jumble. Jumble-la. Don't know what that voice is either. This is a great episode.
Dabba 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 da da ba 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 ba.